Hello everyone, Jason here with Travis Fam Adventures. Today we're here on beautiful Old Hickory Lake to tell you about my new boat, the Sun Dolphin Aruba 12 SS. The sun is shining, the breeze is blowing, the kids are playing on the beach. So hang out just a few minutes and I'll tell you things about this boat, both the good and the bad. See you in a minute. The Aruba 12 SS is 12 foot long, can carry 395 pounds of passengers and load, and has features standard on most recreational kayaks and some extras above and beyond that. We'll start listing the features from the front. It has front drain holes both in the front and the rear that unscrew and are retained by a clip so we don't lose them. The carry handles are mounted through holes in the deck, but they are retained and kept from rattling by use of the deck bungees. The deck bungees crisscross multiple paths and have the standard Sun Dolphin mount. On the bow of the boat there is a compartment access hatch, 1/4 turn to unscrew, and it comes out. It's quite large in there to store gear. I would not call it waterproof, maybe water resistant, splash resistant. I have some stuff in there we'll talk about in a future video. Also on each side of the cockpit are the thigh and knee pads. They are a good benefit that I've never had in a kayak before, and I will have them from now on. In the cockpit it has a very comfortable and large padded standard Sun Dolphin seat with yellow pull tabs to adjust the tension. The seat is very comfortable. I've ridden in it and sat for quite a while without any issues. Behind the cockpit are 2 fishing pole mounts. I don't intend to use this for fishing, but I might find an additional use for them later. On the right side of the boat, it has a mount to mount your paddle with a bungee cord. On the rear deck is this cool waterproof container, and it's removable, revealing wet storage underneath. Some people say that you can take this out and tie it to the rear of your boat and pull it behind you. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that. I may either use it or leave it at home. It also has a 1/4 turn removable hatch with some decent storage inside for dry clothing. Just like the front, it has the drain plug that you unscrew to drain the water, and the handle also retained in the hull but held quiet by the bungees. Next, let's talk about some negative features of the boat. They're not deal breakers, but they are a pain when you add them all up. The first problem is the shavings, the little shavings from under the boat. I have vacuumed this out 2 and 3 times and they keep showing up from underneath the seat and underneath the front compartment. I'm just going to keep vacuuming them out and not letting them get into our bodies of water. The next big issue is just some minor fit and finish problems. The holes are not drilled clean, leaving tags of plastic and shavings. The cockpit dash cover doesn't fit down snugly or securely. It rattles. It's even too wide to fit into its proper location. The corner here on both sides, near where the seat mounts to the side of the boat, is horrible. I don't know what they did to gouge that and dig that out so bad. And it is on both sides. And the last problem I have with the boat is the paddle strap. I use just a cheap Walmart Ozark Trail paddle, and it has a good size handle. It's not a small handle. It is what I would consider the correct size handle. But when strapped in, it barely allows any connection here for the bungee into the hook. So the least little bit of movement unhooks it and the paddle falls away. Because of that, I have created and mounted my own paddle leash on the side of the boat. Next, let's try it out on the water and see how she does. All right, here we go. We're on the water. It's a little windy today. There's quite a bit of activity on the lake. So the waves are a little rough. We'll go out to this no wake buoy to get a view of just how rough these waves are. And of course it calms down when I get out here. A minute ago this buoy was flopping and waving around like crazy. What I have discovered is since this kayak is designed to carry nearly 400 pounds of passenger and cargo, and I don't weigh that much, and I don't have any cargo in the boat, is I sit up quite a bit higher out of the water than in my smaller 10-foot kayak, which makes it just a little bit less stable. A few years ago, the Corps came in and poisoned out all of the seaweed, the milfoil, and the underwater vegetation because boaters were complaining about too much debris. Well, it looks like now the stuff is coming back. I'm here in about 2 feet of water and I can see it really clearly under the boat. Now let's talk about some of the things that other buyers of this kayak have complained about. How straight it tracks. I'm going to aim straight towards the shore. I have the wind at my back and the waves are at my back. And I'm going to stop paddling now for just a second to see what happens. It spins out pretty easily. And I believe that's because the front and the back of the boat are out of the water. There's just not enough weight in the boat to allow it to track straight. Well, because it turns easily with the front and the back being out of the water, that makes it also very maneuverable. With just 2 paddles, one on each side, I can do a complete 180 and reverse course. So overall, I like my Sun Dolphin Aruba 12 SS kayak. It's solid, it's well built with some small minor issues. It turns well. It's not too bad to carry and maneuver around. And it has a lot more capacity to carry gear if I need to. So, this is Jason with Travis Pham Adventures. We hope that you find an adventure every day. Bye, guys.